Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. It is episode 3 of season 5 of Realm. I hope you're all having a great time with this season. Let me know in the comments down below how you're doing. We're going to talk about how I'm doing in this video. Also give you some pro tips from some legit pros of the game. I was able to talk to some cool people that are doing really well in Realm, and they gave me a few hints that they said I could pass along. So I'm excited to bring that information to you. What we are going to start off is with my progress so far. We are about 2 weeks or a couple hours away from being 2 weeks into season 5, and I have been able to unlock South America. This is, again, faster than last season. I was actually able to unlock this on Sunday morning, so I've been working really hard on building it up. Similar to last season, I opened my research, or I basically did the research in here where you can go ahead and do a second research grant, or it's called research grant, but you can do 2 research buildings. I did open that up and I established that in South America. And I also did the build permit, which I did not do last season. This allows me to do 2 buildings, upgrading in one continent at a time. So it basically doubles. If you have the production there, it doubles your building and upgrading and gets you in a better position. As of right now, again, as I mentioned, I'm 2 weeks into the season 5, and I am almost as far as I was 4 weeks into season 4. So that's a huge step up from last time. I'm not sure if it's necessarily because I'm doing these double things, if they change something on the settings. I'm not sure. But I'm moving a lot faster. I expect by the end of this weekend, I will be in Europe. I should be there relatively soon. I am level 17 right now. And as far as the gold ranking goes, I am right at 100, which is an improvement from last time. I did take some of the tips from the pros and implemented them over the weekend. As far as the other tips I will briefly talk about, I'm actually going to try in my strategy for season 6. So in season 6, we're going to take a vastly different approach to the first few days of the game. So I'm curious to see how that's going to differ things. But for today, we're doing pretty well. I'm improving. For the last, 2 days, I've been really focused on leveling everything up. I am almost completely leveled up with all the buildings here in Africa. Asia is getting up there too, and I'm in good shape with South America and North America. So as far as the building goes and as far as the research goes, I'm in good shape. The one challenge that I'm having is I just don't have enough RLM. This is my technology center to finish this off, which is just really salary and item costs. So it's not a huge deal. And I'm also stuck at 12 out of 12, which is kind of where I was last time. I should improve this. I just remember it being a ridiculous amount of titanium to get past the level 12, but I'll probably do that next week. Again, moving forward, let's talk about some of the tips. You all are familiar with, first of all, the first tips that are coming to you are from Gobbly. I think that's how you say it, Gobbly. And I apologize if I'm saying it wrong. He reached out to me actually directly. He is going to be in the top 50 if he's not already in the top 50 in the Gold League. So he's definitely had some success. But he reached out to me and let me know, hey, Warrior Line, your equipment is slacking, which is a big thing that I knew I was struggling on. So this is a pro tip for some of you that have just a little wax, and you can go with common equipment and it'll still give you a boost. The main things that he mentioned are 2 things that I didn't have on any of my leaders. First of all, for any of your leaders that are basically stationed or staked in one of the continents, a big thing to get for them is the coffee. The coffee is a huge boost as far as the production goes. Now let's do a different thing. Let's go in through this way. Coffee is a huge boost. An epic coffee gives you 20% boost, which is huge, especially if you have them on multiple of your leaders. You can get your truckers mine's up to 54% boost. Your generals, you can see this guy is up to 15.6. So it it's pretty big boost adding up to it. I think this guy is normally a 13%, so it gives it a 2.6 boost. And same with my speed of production of my resources or speed of training. So that's one big thing that's helped as far as my production. It keeps me with resources. There's very few times where I run out of resources. Now it's a combination of my truckers having the extra boost. I've upgraded and done a much better job with my resources in each of the buildings. You can see I have 175 per minute, which is pretty good. I know there's better, but there's pretty good. The other item that he did mention for those your leaders that are running out on missions, the business card. The business card is a big one. It gives you a boost as far as your reputation goes. Oops. Let me just quick show you here. 50 for an epic is a 50% boost with your reputation. That is huge. That's going to make you level a whole lot faster, run less missions, which is great. The only challenge with these two pieces of equipment is right now, unless you're lucky and able to pull them out of a pack or during the events, as you can see when I finish this level, I'm going to go ahead and get a piece of equipment. If you're lucky and you get them there, that's awesome. But if you go out to the secondary market and you try and buy these, they are expensive. So be aware of that. A common coffee is 31 wax right now at the time of this recording. And that gives you a decent bonus. But if you jump all the way up to, let's just say epic, 322 wax for one, that is big and expensive. It was cheaper when I bought it earlier this week after he gave me the tip. I'm telling you, it was easily 100 wax less. So people are catching on to this. So be aware of that. But if you get them, they are a good bonus. And if you jump over the business card, it's similar. These are a little bit cheaper. 24.5 for common. And if you jump up to epic, it's 247. Still, this was cheaper back when I bought it and got the tip just to test it out. But they give you a nice bonus. One other piece of equipment that I like to add, there's two parts to it. If you're not aware, you can go ahead and open up second slots for your leaders. It costs 1,000 RLM and it's permanent. It's not just for this season, it's for every season in the future. My goal down the road is to get them all unlocked so I can double up on the equipment. It's nice. As you can see right here, this leader that's staked, I have a coffee and I have a calculator. He's getting not only the boost to production, but he's also getting boost to his RLM salary. So one of the things I have started to do, and you can't see it here because let's go ahead and open up the ones I have on missions. I started to unlock the ones that I'm sending out. Business card and a navigator. A navigator reduces the mission mission time. It speeds up your mission basically. So you get a huge boost there. For example, the Epic Navigator that I have, there you are, is a 50% speed boost. It's basically that last weekend when we did the event, and it was a 100% speed boost. It's almost up to that point. So you're running a lot faster missions. The only challenge with running faster missions is the fact that you need to be able to produce your troops just as fast, which is an area I'm struggling right now. That's why I haven't gotten more of the navigators. But it's if you can keep up with the speed of it, you're golden. And combine that with business cards, that's awesome. Awesome boost right there. And these are much cheaper. To get a navigator out there is a 7.5. For an epic one is 37.5, which is a pretty good price for an epic thing that speeds up 50% on your missions. And again, I would do this as a secondary item, not as the primary. Business card should probably be the primary with this one. Whew. So thank you, Gobbly. That was an awesome recommendation that I've started testing out, and it's done rather well. Definitely sped up. I think last video I was 127. Now I'm in 100, and I've been building a lot more than running missions. So over the next week, I'll focus more on missions to try and get up to the Europe, and then we'll see that my rank hopefully continue to boost up and improve. All right. The other person that reached out to me, and I really, really appreciate this guy for reaching out to me, is number 2 on the gold list. Grumpy Gump reached out to me. He watched the video, so I appreciate it if you're watching. Thank you again. And gave me some tips for early game strategy that I'm going to go ahead and test next time. It's a little late for me to test it now. He gave me a few tips. The obvious one is obviously legendary equipment, platinum leaders, lots of RLM, which we kind of knew. You put the money in, you're going to go through fast, you're going to be able to speed boost, you're going to be able to finish missions a whole lot quicker and level up a whole lot quicker. That was kind of the obvious one. But the other thing that he mentioned that I thought was very interesting was he focused on research and technology center very early in it. Very early in the game. He basically put a research, which I have here as research, but his technology center he put in Africa. And as soon as he moved over to Asia, he went and put his second research center in there. So I waited all the way till South America to put mine in. He had it in as early as Asia. So I know he ran a lot of boosts, got a lot of mission scores, so that helped quite a bit. But he also focused quite a bit on research and boosting that up early game, which helped improve his progress pretty quickly. So what I'm going to try next season, I have to figure out a way to do it on an average person's budget. I don't have a ton of RLM to throw into it. I don't have a ton of wax to throw in boosts. So I'm going to try the average man approach. It may not work. It definitely won't work as well as Grumpy Gump just because I don't have the finances behind it. But hey, it may work better than the current approach. So we'll go ahead and test that out next time. Focus on the research, focus on the technology center for early games. So my ranking may be worse, at least for the first week, and I may not get to the continents as quickly. But maybe it'll be, in the long run, be a big boost. So I'm very curious on how that's going to work out. It worked out for him. Obviously, again, he is number 2 on the rankings, which is great. Last season, I remember him being top 3 also. I can't remember the exact ranking. I guess I could go ahead and click on here. Yeah, he was number 4 last season, number 3 the season before. So, and he said he got lucky with some of the legendary equipment that he got from it. He, I guess, ended up getting one of the coffees, or he got a legendary coffee or business card. I forget which one it was. So he got lucky with a lot of that stuff too, and now he's getting level or 5-star leaders. All right, I'm going a little long here, but I thought this was great pro tips from some people that were really gracious enough to reach out to me after my last video. If you have any other tips that you think I'm missing that you're willing to go ahead and let everybody know about, go ahead and reach out to me. You can DM me in Discord, reach out to me in Realm, or just leave in the comments down below. Let me know how you're progressing. Let me know how you're doing overall. I'm at rank 100 in the Gold League, and I'm hoping by the time we do the same episode next week, I'll be in a better ranking position and I'll be in Europe. So that's my goal over the next week, at least by the weekend, is to be in Europe and really pushing on the mission score. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.